Hey guys, it's Noodles 194 here, and this is a duel I've been having with me and a friend. We got into Yu-Gi-Oh, and the friend I work with him, so we've decided to start doing some tag duels after work every now and again. And we're playing some guy using the Heretic Dragons and the Dragon Rulers. Uh, Me and my friend, we are both running a skill drain. He's running more of a hand skill drain where he uses the hands and tries to abuse them. I'm using a skill drain beat. My friend has a lot of water monsters, so he uses Moray Greed. But as you can see, they got a pretty good hand. They got out two Tums already. Pops a back row. Gets a Flame Guard. Synchros for Black Rose. Gaia Charger, Gaia Charger. And then that, so we can special. And then he gets out Red Eyes Darkness Metal. Get us out of the Dragon Ruler Storms. And piercing damage, direct attacks, and sets reckless, and I don't have skill drain, so I don't like it. I upstart into another upstart. I MST his back row. He lets it go. I upstart into another Night Express Knight, and then I Pot of Duality into my skill drain. Now, some people leave at that point, some people don't leave, but some people do. And all I can do is end my turn and wait. He draws into Regeki. He sets Regeki for some reason. Career Bandit still goes off, but we didn't know what this guy was playing, but he never really got to use any of them, to my knowledge. He just has a whole buttload of back row and some draw cards. And of course we get rid of the Darkness Metal first. My deck's the only deck that really gets out beaters. His has to get out ranks for his to get out beaters. He focuses more on a rank 4 build and gets out beaters that way. And they just beat over because Barbaros is too weak for Lance. And now we're at 22. I draw a D Prison, and I summon Night Express Knight for that 3,000. The player who plays the Dragon Rulers was like, "Oh, this helps me because they don't bounce back to my hand now," and it's like, yeah, but they're weaker. Like his partner even was like, "Yeah, but they have 3,000 attackers and you don't." And of course he switches them to defense so he doesn't take damage. Card D, because Card D still works under skill drain. And I just draw into a hand, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna have to swing for some extra damage. At least get some damage on board. Because the hands still have to go off because their effect is in the graveyard. And he still has all these things set for some chain stuff going on. Of course, my friend draws into no monsters. He just draws into the transmogrification prophecy, which is pretty cool. He summons out Tadel just for some extra defense, and I'll just go ahead and attack both of them because I drew into a dead card at this point, and I tried to do that so I could return 3 monsters to their decks, but I just want to do that so they can't do Tadel stuff and keep summoning a monster, because that's all they really could do is just get out Tadel and just do that. Scoats, Jar. I don't know why they didn't activate other stuff. So just gotta attack the Scoats. Crazy Box. Like I said, his revolves more around Exceed plays, and mine does not. Mine just revolves around Beat Stick. Uh, the Transmogrification Prophecy. Tadel activated its effect, so you return Tadel to the deck, and we get Pot of Duality. So Tadel does not go off because he's no longer in the graveyard. They set some stuff, and I draw into a Duality, which I'm hoping for a Beat Stick, or just a monster, because at this point, a monster is worth it, because they have Scoats. So, Fire Hand, he trap stuns, so you're going to activate his traps, and then activates that, which does nothing because it's the end phase. It hasn't became the end phase yet. And he Curry Bandits. And at this point, they don't really have anything. So they'll chain that, and then they'll just draw a card. Then he'll summon out a Fencing Fire Ferret, and then we'll swing for game. Some more skill drain, tag duels. This is the only deck we do tag duels with at the moment. We are trying to find out other decks to tag duel with. And Shocktopus is a pretty decent card for these tag duels. I am actually this time using my malefic skill drain. But I don't really use malefic skill drain all that much, but I use it in this one. I do want to make these decks. I am currently in the process of buying them. I tried to MST DNA surgery. He says dragon anyway. Activate skill drain so I can have out a Barbarous. Shocktopus dies, but it was pretty much just a direct attack because if Shocktopus dies, it can equip to the monster, and it becomes 0 attack. Blackwing player just goes in, Regekis summons Boar the Spear. He draws into skill drain, so we have a skill drain on field in my hand, and in his hand he Icarus attacks. Firehand gets deprisoned, and then he sets the skill drain because these decks both rely heavily on the skill drain. Violent Prison goes in for 15 direct. seeing that Dragon Mirror really scares me now. I didn't know he had it. Arageki, and then Skill Drain. And I'll just go ahead, summon out another Barbaros. Set Skill Drain. I don't know if that would have been the best thing to do. He Fiendish Chains, Barbaros. And, yeah, what was it, Kalute? Yeah, he activates Kalute on Sirocco so he can beat over Barbaros. Sets a hand and sets a MST. Masked Dragon comes out. Now I'm just biding my time. Just gonna summon out Malefic End so I can have a 4000 beat stick. I didn't really want to attack the Masked Dragon because I knew it was the Dragon player's turn. So we bribe the Soul Charge. No effect, because Skill Drain. He sets Magic Hand, and now we attack over the Masked Dragon, so they can't use Masked Dragon as a floater, which is very important in tag duels on Dev Pro. He'll just attack into Magic Hand, take 300. I'll just attack over Blizzard. And now the Blackwing player has to top deck. Me and him are both top decking. He specials out Prophecy Hand because he has a hand on field, goes for Crazy Box. That's a little weird. In the replay, there's a Steam token right there, but it says he's off somewhere up in the sky. There was a Steam token there. I don't know why he was in the sky. He plays a equip. We MST it. He gets out Steam the Cloak again so that he can get another token. I finally get Necro Valley, so I play it. I'll attack, and then the Steam token comes out. Steam token dies. And I'm pretty sure at this point everyone's top decking, but we have the established field. And here's he plays Pot of Duplicity because he has all these different things, but can't activate it because Necro Valley. For some reason he didn't attack. I think that was a Pot of Duplicity's effect, which I don't know why he tried activating Pot of Duplicity under Necro Valley. But I swing for game. The rages that we've had because people rage against double skill drains. But we're playing some Light Sworns, which in tag duels probably are not the best to use, because if they get left on the field, such as Judgment Dragon or their Synchro, your partner will also be milling. But we have a hand on the field. He MSTs the skill drain, sadly. And I do go, and I have a skill drain. I activate pot because I want a big beat stick. I don't get a beat stick, but I do get the upstart, and the guy quit because I did reveal a skill drain, and they knew that my partner also was playing a skill drain, so one of them quit, sadly. Whenever you're sneezing or coughing, guys, word of advice. Uh, this guy is playing the new Dark Magician stuff that came out a few packs ago with Liatamias and Amulet Dragon, which he gets out an Amulet Dragon. I like this deck just because it uses older cards. I like decks that bring back older stuff. But Amulet Dragon attacks into Fire Hand, so it kills it, and Amulet Dragon's effect brings back the Dark Magician. He activates Dragon's Mirror, banishing the Amulet Dragon and Dark Magician to bring out another Amulet Dragon. And then it goes into my turn. And I activate Pot. A lot of people quit whenever they see a skill drain, if they knew my partner was running a skill drain, but they don't. So what happens is I just summon out a Beast King, set Lance, set Bribe, Mission for the Oak, I was already there, set Skill Drain, and set Torrential. And his partner's playing Stellar Knights. So he activates it, he ends his turn, he summons Cyrus, ends turn because he knows that we have a skill drain somewhere. Set, he activates 10 Goldfish, gets out Magic Hand, overlays for 101. 101's effect. To steal Amulet Dragon, he activates Breakthrough Skill, so his effect will be negated. And then we chain Lance, so on the 101, so we can still steal his Amulet Dragon. Then we activate the Skill Drain. He activates Stellar Nova, Alpha. When a spell trap card is send one face up Stellar Knight you control to the graveyard and negate the activation, and destroy that card, then draw one. We chain Dark Bribe to that, so they draw one. They have to send their Stellar. They have to send their Stellar Knight, but we get his keep skill drain. And we just attack. There's not a lot people can do against Beast Kings. The player playing the Amulet Dragon stuff is forced to set the Summoner Monk. I activate the Duality, and I see a Compulse, so I get the Compulse, figuring it'll do something. The replay ended because they knew they couldn't really do much against this board, and that the person playing Amulet Dragon was pretty much drawing in the crap, already having two Dark Magicians in hand, so he can't really use Prisma because it has to be written on the card, and Amulet Dragon just states one other dragon. So as cool as that does sound, can't happen. Alright, opponent activates Upstarts, and then sets Fusion Reverse, 2 Fusion Reverse, and a Torrential Tribute. Now the opponent is playing the Neospatian stuff. With he's playing 2 Storm Neos, a Magma Neos, and a Air Hummingbird Air Neos. And he has 2 Aqua Dolphin in hand. We MST a Fusion Reverse, so he activates both of them. He reveals the Magma to get Neospatian Grandma. He activates the one so we can get Air Hummingbird. And our other player, he's playing normal Pendulum Dinosaurs with Tyrant's Throne and Heat Waves. This card can only be activated at the start of main phase 1. Neither player can normals or special summon an effect monster until your next draw phase. And he also plays Tyrant's Throne, which is activated by attributing 2 monsters you control, except tokens. Neither player can normal or special summon effect monsters. So obviously he's centered it around the whole I play normal monsters with pendulums. So you can't normal or special, and if I attribute two, you can't normal or special. Um, his partner actually does not like this with because of course his partner uses effect monsters. Um, so I MST his Trenchel since we don't have a skill drain set. Go for the skill drain. Now this duel was different because me and my friend we were actually at my house. Since I have 2 computers in my room, we were doing it that way. I activate Bottomless on the Prisma because I don't want him to do shenanigans. Ice Hand pops the Pendulum Scale. Summons out a Fire Hand. Sets a Shocktopus because Shocktopus, if it's destroyed by battle, you can equip it to a monster on your opponent's side of the field, and its attack becomes 0. So we can't normal summon because of the Heat Wave. Um, he does decide to activate Tyrant's Throws, but I bribe it. He still has to tribute the 2. So I can attack directly. I have a Lance set, Return Soul, Soul Rope, and Skill Drain. He summons Grand Maul. Grand Maul attacks Fire Hand. Skill Drain gets activated because screw Grand Maul. So Grand Maul goes to the graveyard because he attacked something. Um, they have a Bottomless. He activates Pot of Duplicity to get back monsters. And he draws. Can't conduct our battle phase. But he summons Fencing Fire Ferret. And then we flip summon Fusler Dragon, the dual mode beast, because the skill drain he's at 2800. And we wind up lancing him so we can keep him because we can't attack this turn anyway. So he'll overlay for Crazy Box and set a Return Soul and end. Pendulum Scales, the Cabazals. His partner did quit. The person playing the Neospatians, he did quit. He's left after the skill drain of Grand Maul. He draws and he doesn't do anything because he's left. We had to wait here for 2 minutes, so it was me, my friend, and the opponent playing the dinos. We were just talking it out because he was the one who really came to the conclusion that he was dead because me and my friend were just talking about random stuff. That he quit or has left because we skill drained a Grand Maul. So we have a 28, a 3000, and a 14. And the guy over here is being a real good sport about it. He's like, "Oh, don't worry, I got it. You know, I can do this. It's okay. I don't need my partner. You know," which is pretty funny. But yeah, he normals out dragons. Um, I misplayed here because I could have I could have normal summoned a Catavel Omen. Catavel Omen normal summon, OP guys, because as you can see, they're at a 300 life. And if I had normal summoned a Catavel Omen, I could have attacked for 500 and had game. But I didn't think about it. So it goes, and it's his and it's turns out to be his turn, and on this turn he times out, so it ends the game there because he didn't do anything. He timed out. He drew a card. That's all he can do because he's not actually there. So he times out, and we get the win. Which he wouldn't have been able to do anything, so it just would have been my friend's turn, and we would have just attacked for everything anyway because he's not